And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the ring from the United Kingdom, Tyson Fury.
Of course, the favorite here in York Hall of these fans, 22-year-old Tyson Fury is a third-generation fighter going back to his grandfather, who was a bare-knuckle champion of the UK. He had a good amateur career that included winning the European silver medal in 2007. His 1.5-year pro career has been highlighted by 2 matches with British heavyweight John McDermott. Now, Fury won the first by very controversial 10-round decision, and the rematch by stoppage, but it was a tough battle in his last outing in June. At his best, the 6'9" Fury is a good stand-up boxer who fights tall and uses his size as well as a piston-like jab and a good right hand to chop his opponents down. But he can be lured into a messy brawl, as he was in those fights with McDermott. That's when he's less effective. His record now stands at 11-0 with 9 KOs. And Steve, tell us what's behind the numbers.
Perspective, please, Al. Fury's been a pro for less than 2 years. He's still a baby, albeit a very big baby. 3 fights ago, he outpointed an opponent who was 4, 22, and 5. Last minute lefty, power as a southpaw. Fury's faced 2 so far as a pro in his first and 4th bouts. Fighting a mobile lefty on short notice is not ideal. We'll see how Fury handles it. And busting the scale. When Fury was rematched with Big John McDermott in June, he weighed 270. That was 23 pounds more than he scaled for their first fight 9 months prior. What's up with that? Tonight he's 263.
So it's time to start the festivities. Tyson Fury trying to live up to his and others' expectations, and Rich Power rolling the dice in a foreign land. A heavyweight battle scheduled for 8. So here's our ring announcer, Tom Triver.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to York Hall here in London, England for ShowBox The New Generation. And it is being brought to you by Hennessy Sports in association with Lonsdale, BoxingGirls.com, Florida Micro, and Showtime. Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Steward in charge is Mick Collier. Our referee in charge, who will also be judging this fight on a 10-point must system, will be Jeffrey Hines. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get the action started with 8 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Introducing to you first to my right, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing black trunks and weighed in at 221.5 pounds. In the UK, that's 15 stone, 11 pounds, 8 ounces. Coming to us from Keego Harbor, Michigan, by way of San Diego, California, he brings with him a perfect record of 12 wins, no losses, with 9 of his 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rich Super Power. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he's wearing gold trunks with black trim and weighed in at 263 pounds. In the UK, that's 18 stone, 11 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England, by way of Galway, Ireland, he is undefeated with 11 wins, and 9 of his 11 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the current English heavyweight champion, Tyson Fury.
Join me. Now, gentlemen, you had your instructions in the changing room. 8 rounds or less. Listen, gentlemen, I want your attention. Give me your attention. 8 rounds or less. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Fury's reach, an amazing 86 inches, which means it's about the same reach as 7-footer Nikolai Valuev, which means it's the longest in the history of the earth. Harrison, 221.5, lightest of his career. The rules here, a little bit different. Only the referee scores the fight. Al and I will talk about that later on. No standing 8, no 3 knockdown. Referee or doctor can stop the fight. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round, and we're started, but if you get cut by a butt or a punch and you can't continue, doesn't matter when in the fight, you lose.
Yeah, interesting rules here. All right, this is a tiny ring you see, and these two big heavyweights dwarf it even more. We're into round 1, scheduled for 8. Both men told us at the fighter meetings that they were going to take the first 2 rounds cautiously. Let's see if they do.
Amateur experience, Tyson Fury, 36 fights, European and domestic titles included, only 15 amateur fights for Power. He didn't start boxing till age 20. And in terms of pro experience, you see that Power catching up pretty quickly. They turned pro about the same time, and Power has a lot of very early knockouts.
Both men want to use the jab. Fury's is excellent. Power doesn't throw much. Good left hook by Tyson Fury as Power comes in, trying to make something happen here in round 1. There's that jab of Fury. It's a good one, and a straight right hand. Right hook by Power as he tries to get on the board with a good punch early.
I think Fury should come out hard because Power is here on short notice. You don't know what he has. I would test him right away. And Fury is landing some shots early here out.
Yeah, I agree, Stephen. He is trying to do it less cautious than he suggested he might be. 1 week notice for Rich Power. He got the notice and was immediately made a sparring session with KJ Nunes, who is, of course, the mixed martial artist who you see on Strikeforce, who'll be fighting Nick Diaz in October. And Nunes, unfortunately, hit him with the head and actually created a cut over the eye of Rich Power. But after they were done with their sparring session, Nunes says, go take the fight.
Yeah, as if short notice isn't enough of a problem. Gets cut in his one and only sparring session for this fight.
Yeah, check that. I meant his left eye. So, and it's the only sparring, as you pointed out, that he's had. We're in round 1, under a minute left to go. Fury's been a little more aggressive and active. Power working on the inside to the body and the head.
Power told us he's not even going to bother jabbing, just conceding that weapon to Fury. And so far, he's been true to his word.
Nice right hand by Fury. It's a big punch for him when he can land it. He is not a left hook artist. That right is his power punch. And another one.
And it's very important Power keeps his lead right foot outside of Fury's foot. For that very reason, it makes it harder for Fury to land the big right hand.
So in round 1, Tyson Fury has given his home crowd something to cheer about with some freight train right hands. Let's hear what both men have to say about their strategy this evening.
I'm going to go out there, jab and move, slip slide, right and left hook, game over.
And I don't think he's ever, from what I've seen so far, dealt with anybody of my physical stature as far as speed and power combined. I throw straight hard shots. I like to be extremely active, and I want to see what happens. I've watched a lot of his fights. I haven't seen him yet actually get hit, so I want to see what happens when I actually, really hit this guy hard.
You have to give the first round to Tyson Fury. This is why. He was effective with right hands. That one pretty much landed flush, and his reach was a factor in that punch because he really didn't land it at the right distance. It still landed because his reach reaches right across the ring, basically.
What did you say, the biggest on earth?
Yes, I think it is. You can look that up.
Okay. I never doubt you. We head into round number 2, this heavyweight matchup coming to you from York Hall in England. The Tyson Fury in the yellow trunks, the 22-year-old undefeated fighter from Britain, and Rich Power, from now living and training in San Diego, originally from Dover, Delaware, who took this fight on very short notice, is looking for lightning in a bottle.
You get the impression as we begin round 2 that Power's going to have to land something to get a little bit of respect. Fury kind of walking through him right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And He's having a hard time doing that. Fury landing the right and trying that hook a moment ago. It is scheduled for 8. Power, as we mentioned, has never been past 4 rounds. He told us earlier the other day, he said, I'm good for a quality 6.
We'll take it.
Yeah. Left hand on the inside by Power. Now, the inside is where Power said he wanted to be, Steve, but he's got to make the most of it.
Exactly. What he doesn't want is to be leaning and being leaned on, because then Fury, who weighs a lot, will tire him out. He has to work on the inside.
Straight left hand by Power. Nice uppercut by Fury. That's a punch that Power was worried about. Both men have it, but Fury landed his great, and that might have gotten his attention. Almost halfway through round number 2, and Tyson Fury continues to land, but here comes Power.
Fury doing a good job right there of keeping his hands up.
Not much room in this ring, as we said, to move, and Power wants to give some lateral movement. He said he wanted to keep moving to his right to take away the right hand of Fury. Jeffrey Hines, the third man in the ring, breaking the 2 fighters. We mentioned that Power wants to be a mixed martial artist. He's done a lot of work in Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, and he thinks that will help him in there against this big, heavy man if he does start leaning on him. We'll see. Right hook to the body, and that's someplace Powers wants to go.
I'll give Power credit. He's in there trying.
Yes, he is.
He's not taking it like, well, I took it on short notice. I'm not in shape, so I'm going to fake my way through the rounds. He's trying to land some shots.
He has a mixed martial artist mentality, and they are tough guys, tough-minded, and that's what he's showing us. Good jab by Fury. Fury's jab is excellent, and he doubles with it right there. This 22-year-old who has faced 2 lefties as a pro and 7 in the amateurs, so not a lot of experience against lefties. Good right hand following the hook by Fury, and another good combination to punctuate what was actually a better round for Rich Power than the first. Whether he won it remains to be seen. Fury closing fast. Well, for highlights and expert analysis of America's #1 spectator sport, catch Inside NASCAR. New episodes premiere every Wednesday with encores throughout the week and at the conclusion of tonight's telecast, so stay tuned for that.
Right, that's your left, right. As soon as you bang, 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 right, step quick. Understand me? Don't fall and look like you're going to fall and then step over. Okay? All right. Yes, and throw you. All right. You're doing great.
You're fine. You're fine. One more round. Here, go a little more water. Yeah. A little more water, not too much. Okay? Good? Water, man. More. Okay, let's go. Here you go. Go, grab the chair.
We move into round 3 of this heavyweight matchup. I'm Bob Bernstein along with Steve Farhood here in York Hall in London, England. Happy that you joined us this evening. And so far it's shaping up as a kind of interesting heavyweight matchup in which Rich Power in the black doing his best against undefeated Tyson Fury. And both men have landed some punches of significance, certainly more for Tyson Fury.
And between rounds, I heard Rich Power say to his corner, 1 more round, right? Meaning, I believe, that I'm going to turn it up in the 4th. We'll see if that's the case.
Nice right hand by Fury. He has been able to get that punch in. That one there just missed.
And one technical mistake you can see Fury makes. When he does throw the right hand, it might land, but he takes away his reach because he falls in behind it, and all of a sudden there's no space between the 2
Yeah, that's a really good point. And there he works on the inside. He likes that. Fury likes to fight on the inside more than maybe he should. Good straight left hand by Power. This is what Power wants, though, a messy fight, correct?
Right, most definitely.
Again, the jab of Fury here in round number 3. Young man who has received a lot of attention here in England.
Tyson Fury does occasionally switch, and he's southpaw right now.
There he is. He said to us the other day, I might switch, with a twinkle in his eye, and guess what? He just did. Named after Mike Tyson. His dad, John, a pro boxer in 1988, named him Tyson because of Mike Tyson. Nice uppercut by Power on the inside.
We have Tyson Fury against Rich Power. If somebody doesn't score a knockout, I'm demanding that they give their names back.
I agree with you. I think you're correct. Right hand by Fury on the inside and another short chopping right. And yet another straight right. So if Rich Power is going to bring it on in the next round, you better make sure he gets to the next round.
Yes.
He's taking some big punches by Fury. Again, the right, but it missed by Fury. And Power trying to work on the inside. And Tyson Fury doing a good job of tying up Power and not allowing him to work. Quick right hand by Fury.
I like the work Fury does on the inside a little bit more than the outside.
He's not a bad inside fighter. It's just that he takes away that reach. A big hook to the body by Fury. And a straight right hand and a jab. So Tyson Fury being very active here in round number 3.
It's very hot in here, Al. The lights are hot. Fury has tired of some of his fights. His pace has been reasonably fast, so it'll be interesting to see if he slows down.
Very good point. It happened against John McDermott. Will it happen tonight? So far it hasn't. 3 good rounds in the books for Fury, and this man, Rich Power, hanging in there.
My hand fucked. My hand. You fucking hit my hand.
Give me some water.
Breathe. Bit. Okay. You still need that movement, though. I know you're in trouble. If you get in trouble, hold him. But I need you moving that head, so you're not moving that head, especially when you're on the ropes. I need you touching him. Touching him. You're doing the best you can. You're doing good. I need you to move that head.
Action from round 3. Tyson Fury, watch, his hands are pretty low. And when he attacks, first of all, that's a bad place for Power to be on the ropes. But now you see Fury doing some good work on the inside. Using both hands and throwing it in combination, you don't picture a 6'9" guy working on the inside. In this fight, Tyson Fury's done that.
We move into round number 4, approaching the halfway mark of this 8-rounder. And Rich Power in the black trunks against Tyson Fury in the gold. And Power told us yesterday, I cannot afford to be on the ropes, and that was a graphic example of why not.
And Power mentioned to his corner, he hit my hand, indicating that maybe he has a problem in one of his hands. His chin is holding up, but maybe when he gets hit in the hand, he doesn't take it so well.
Never heard of
Go
that
figure,
before.
yeah.
Wild right hand misses by Fury. And there's that jab. One thing about Fury, he does not abandon his jab during fights. They exchanged good punches there. Power got in a pretty good left, while Fury threw the right. And I may have banged heads. Power dabbing at his eye. There may be a cut on his left eye. And of course, remember that was cut in sparring when KJ Noons accidentally butted him. So that may be a reopening of that cut. Again, the jab of Fury continues. And it's always for the right to be a calling card as it was there.
Fury doing a pretty good job of timing Power's rushes. Power is not jabbing his way in, he's jumping in. And those are pretty easy shots to counter.
Big shot by Fury. And there's Power trying to jab his way in a little bit there. Halfway through round number 4 of this scheduled 8-rounder. The fatigue problems Fury has had have mostly come around the 8th and 9th rounds in fights. This one, of course, scheduled only for 8.
You see you see the pillow advertisements on the apron. One of these days, someone's going to sprain an ankle. I've said it many times, it's going to happen.
Yeah, they just hit one near us, so hope no injury would occur from that. That cut, not a big problem, it doesn't look like, for Power. Rich Power looks a little fatigued right now himself. Big body shot by Fury, and he's done more body work in this fight.
He has. Fury's landed a decent amount of punches. I would have guessed with all the shots he's landed by now, he'd have him out of there. But Power has taken the shots very well, showing a good chin.
If there was one presupposition we made coming into this fight based upon our experience with Rich Power, it was that he was tough-minded and tough in general, and he's shown that. Big right hand by Fury, and now Rich Power wearing down toward the end of round number 4. And remember, Power has never seen the 5th round as a fighter. Moments left here in round number 4, and in just about 1 minute, Rich Power will be in no man's land.
Breathe, deep breath. Yeah. Breathe. Breathe.
We having fun yet, anybody?
Yeah. You good? Breathe. You're doing great, champ. What I need you to do is let them hands go. Don't think about letting them go. I'd rather you throw something and miss than fucking throw nothing.
My hand is fucked.
No, I hear you, but use it. Even if you
Action for round 4. Power saying his hand is hurt. But watch, is this an elbow or a punch that gets him in the left eye? Well, that was clearly a punch there. And we keep going, and there's the elbow. As unintentional as Fury put his arm out to fend Power off, and that elbow made contact with the eye.
Desperate.
He should be. He's doing everything.
I need you digging deep. You feel me? Come on. I need you digging deep. All right, here goes the water.
Good left shot.
Combo, son. What we working on?
So we headed to round 5, a new experience for Rich Power. We'll see how he does. You can see he's a guy with a huge sense of humor. When they said to him in the corner, you need to dig deep, he just kind of laughed as if he said, yeah, I knew that. His trainer, Cosmo Calla, in the corner.
And now Carlos Linas, who's working Power's corner, indicates to me he thinks it's the right hand that's injured that he's complaining about. That's
well,
Power.
we know his left is okay because he just threw a really good left hand and landed it against Fury. So we'll keep an eye out on that right hand. Fury again using that jab. Power kind of responding with a little bravado, but he'll need to respond with some punches. And they are saying in the corner they threw a right hand and landed it in round 3, and that was when the hand got injured.
Al mentioned no man's land for Rich Power. Well, 0, 0, 0, and 0 is no man's land. And Tyson Fury, of course, has been well past this and scored knockout wins past this point in fights.
He's 1-0 in 10 rounders and 1-0 in 9-round fights, Tyson Fury. So you're right, he has been farther. His wife's name is Paris, and he is creative enough to name his little daughter Venezuela. They're a very international family.
I hope he has another kid so we can see what they name him.
What continent will he choose? That's the question. Halfway through round number 5, not as much movement from Power, and he's becoming a little more of a stationary target for Fury to hit. And down maybe from fatigue is Rich Power. They're not calling it a knockdown.
I'm not sure what that was. Power made a rookie mistake, though. Well, they're saying the punch was to the back, to the kidneys. Power made a rookie mistake before round. He's looking to his corner way too much, and he got hit doing it a few minutes ago.
He got hurt. I think he was hurt by those body shots, and another body shot just hit him again. But now Power being very aggressive, maybe feeling he better try something to turn the tide. Under a minute left to go here in round number 1 of this scheduled 8-rounder, and so far Tyson Fury has not slowed down. Tyson hopes to fight for the British Commonwealth Championship. Derek Chisora and Sam Sexton are going to fight next month to unify those 2 titles, and he would like to fight the winner. And he, in fact, is the mandatory for it. Big right hand by Tyson Fury.
Nice stretch of boxing by Fury because he stayed with the jab and then he threw the right hand when it was needed. Best stretch of boxing so far. Yeah,
you're right. He has not fallen in. He has not let himself be lured into a messy exchange in this round. So round 5, much like the other rounds in this fight, with Tyson Fury pot-shotting very effectively and Rich Power showing toughness, but not the ability to turn things around. And this round is punctuated by 2 huge right hands by Fury.
I know you're tired, baby. I need you working in there. son. You need to get off them fucking ropes. You gotta get off the ropes.
You got 2 more rounds, man. You gotta dig in. You gotta dig in.
My hand.
You need to stiffen your punch a little bit more. Some of them are a little bit sloppy. Okay? Hey, listen. Right, when you're making them crisp, they're good. Okay? Push your front toe in more onto the outside of these. Ram your jab. It's tight. Okay? Use your...
Now, we saw Power go down. Why did he go down? That's not a legal punch. And the referee was correct in ruling it no knockdown. Later in the round, Al said it so well, he finished the round, he punctuated the round with 2 big right hands. Very solid work by Fury in round 5.
We head into round number 6, and we mentioned to you that the British control board does not allow us to mic the referee the corners, so that's why you don't hear it as well as you might. They get off to a quick start here in round 6. Now, a reminder that the referee, Jeffrey Hines, will be the only person scoring this fight. Steve, how do you have it right now? I think I can guess.
I don't think there'll be any controversy. 50-45, 5 rounds to 0 for Tyson Fury.
Right hand again bouncing off the head of Rich Power, the 30-year-old now training and living in San Diego. Originally from Dover, Delaware. He's lived all around the world, doing places like Saudi Arabia. And he finds himself in London now, but not enjoying the experience as much as he might.
What's amazing about Tyson Fury is that Power is a pretty big guy. He looks tiny compared to Fury.
Yes. 2 good body shots by Power. You know, you got to give Rich Power credit. At 1 week's notice, he's hanging in there throwing punches and trying very hard. But Fury has just been too much for him.
Exactly. And now the biggest problem Power has right now, he doesn't have the power.
That's exactly right. And he would need it to turn it around here. Nice right hand again by Fury. Power uses the jab, and Power has thrown some pretty good body punches on the inside, but he'll need more than that. Right hand and a hook by Fury as he presses forward here in round 6.
Al, I think it's time Power brings out some of those MMA moves. What do you think?
Well, he's an expert in Muay Thai, and for those folks who don't know, you pull the guy's head down, you try and knee. They may frown on that.
I don't know if that's in the rules here.
Talked about his mixed martial arts training. He worked with KJ Noons in mixed martial arts, and you'll be seeing KJ Noons against Nick Diaz in October on our Strike Force show. He predictably feels KJ Noons is going to beat Nick Diaz. We'll see. Right now, he's got troubles of his own with Tyson Fury. And for Fury, this effort going into the 6th round has been, it seems to me, workmanlike but good.
Yeah, it's been an even effort. You know, he's kept his hands free. He's punched in combination, not one at a time. The punch I'd like to see more of course, is the jab. He doesn't take enough advantage of it. It's not that crisp when he throws it.
Trained by his uncle Hugh, the brother of his dad, who was a pro boxer himself, just about everybody. Oh my, a tremendous uppercut by Power. Knocks the mouthpiece out of Fury. But Fury just stood there as if unhurt. That was Rich Power's moment, and it didn't matter. That's amazing.
And I like the response from Fury.
So some drama at the end of round 6, but not enough to change the tide.
Tyson, Fury.
A tired Rich Power. That may have been the last cannon shot he had in this fight. I don't know.
He looks exhausted out.
They're trying to get the mouthpiece of Tyson Fury back in. And they do. Well, if that great uppercut didn't hurt Fury, I don't know if Power can. That's probably what he's thinking. That'll do it for round 6. Well, we mentioned Strikeforce, and it returns in October with another night of MMA's best. The main event I talked about, featuring Strikeforce welterweight champ Nick Diaz, defending his belt and attempting to defend his last loss, which was against KJ Noons. That should be a really good night of mixed martial arts.
Action from round 6. Watch the left uppercut coming. It's a counter to a jab by Fury, and when he jabbed, he dropped his right hand. That's why he got hit by the uppercut. But what happened? That punch seemed to anger Fury, and he came right back with a lot of punches. And this, right after this little segment here, is when Rich Power looked utterly exhausted.
This round, baby. Yeah. Pressure. Make sure you don't.
Round number 7 of a scheduled 8-rounder. Remember, Rich Power said, I can give you a quality 6 and I'll hang in there for 8. We'll find out if he can do it. He has been, for the most part, dominated by Tyson Fury, the 22-year-old undefeated 11-0 British fighter from Manchester, England, fighting here in London. Big right by Fury. And he's thrown many of those tonight. And again, Power against the ropes where he did not want to be. Jeff Hines has done a very good job of controlling 2 big men in the ring.
Agreed, in a very small ring.
And remember, Jeff Hines will be the person that decides this fight. The referee in this fight and our next one will judge the fight. Another right hand by Fury.
Safe to say Power's in survival mode now, Al.
Yeah, he's taken a lot of punishment. He's never been this far in a pro fight, and he took the fight on 1 week's notice. So when you combine all that, it's actually almost extraordinary that he's been able to hang in there because Fury's landed big punches. Now, it's inevitable when you live in a boxing world, and you've been in it for a long time as I have, where somebody's going to look at this and say, gee, maybe Tyson Fury should put him out, and why isn't he?
Well, for the record, Power has been down once in a fight against Ray Lopez, who he stopped. We can't make any great, decisions about Power because we know very little about him. We saw 2 tapes, very brief. He hadn't fought anybody, so this is a huge step up.
Big right hand again by Fury. Power has been a pretty easy target for that right hand. He's going to move to his right to try and avoid it. Has not been able to do that in the fight. And Fury is quick with that punch. Kind of a clubbing left hook by Fury to the body. A minute left to go here in round number 7. Many did not think this fight would get this far, but the toughness of Rich Power has probably allowed it to do so. There's Fury switching and throwing a great combination.
And again, in combination.
Tyson Fury is looking for the finish to this fight. Does he have enough time here in round 7 to do it?
Now there's blood left eye of Power. That cut finally opened up.
You see the fatigue of Power now laying against those ropes. Good jab by Power. But Fury relentless. Just seconds left to go here in round number 7, and Rich Power just trying to get through it. An exhausted Power throws 1 jab and lands. Can he even make it to round 8? We'll see.
Action from round 7. Fury follows the jab with a right from underneath and then follows up with a combination. Good work. Here's the combination from Tyson Fury. I like the fact that he's been throwing punches. He's stringing them together. He's not throwing 1 shot at a time, where a guy his size, you may expect him to throw 1 shot at a time.
Too tough for them kind of shit shots. I want that combination. Turn it over proper. No. Measure him. Press him with your feet. Make him move all the time. Then you get him in the corner. Hit him with an hard shot. Step out and come back with a move.
You want ice? No, just give me water. It's nothing. You're fine. Feel me?
Water. Water.
You're smothering yourself and all sorts. Yeah. You know, put some skill into the job, for God's sake. Right, so, now give it him from the start. Come on.
So round 8, a round that many did not believe this fight would get to, but Rich Power is hanging in there and lands a jab to start things off. Tyson Fury, who says he's the 2nd best heavyweight in England to David Haye, is fighting Audley Harrison coming up, wants to end this fight in style.
Well, Hay, of course, is the British heavyweight, but you can't look at Fury, who's 6'9", and not think of the Klitschko's. And you know what? He doesn't want to be the Klitschko's. He wants to be an action fighter. But I still think he can learn a lot from the Klitschko's, especially in terms of footwork and the jab.
Absolutely, but right now he is banging Rich Powers around the ring. But very wild is Tyson Fury, but he's trying desperately to get Power out of there. Well, you can't fault Rich Power for toughness or for mental toughness because he has hung in there in this fight.
You're right. A week ago he was surfing in San Diego.
When he found out he was going to fight, the first thing he did was go out and surf in the Pacific Ocean. He's a guy that, you know, has a great sense of humor and the toughness of a mixed martial artist. But right now, he has just been battered from pillar to post and as tired as could be. Jeffrey Hines kind of warned them about the sloppy action. Fury throwing that jab out. It's become a little bit sloppy here now, Dave.
That's it, Al. You took the words out of my mouth. Fury a little sloppy in terms of technique, but you know what? He's still throwing a combination, and he still has heavy hands. The punches are being thrown with force.
Now, you know, this is the time in fights when Fury normally gets kind of tired heading into those later rounds. So we'll see, and that could be part of the reason why his technique has gone south on him a little. I don't know that Power can take advantage of that at this juncture with a minute left to go in the fight.
Fury very square as he walks in right now.
Yep, not a good thing to be. And Power trying to land some punches, but just not very effective with it. And now Power looking to his corner. As you pointed out, he's done a lot of that during the fight. And Fury trying to close the show here in round 8. Body shots, one string low from Fury. And that clubbing right hand on the inside. He has never had Power down in this fight. I don't know that he's ever had him seriously hurt.
Ooh. Heavy shots to the body. Power has never threatened to win. It looks like he's going to make the distance. I hope he does. He deserves it.
Yeah, it would be a badge of honor with seconds left to go. And remember, when this fight ends, the referee will hold up the winner's hand, which we anticipate will be Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury looks a little tired right now. But it won't matter in this decision, I don't think. Battering Rich Power to the end. And no surprise, the hand of Tyson Fury is raised by Jeffrey Hines. The only question is, did any rounds go to Rich Power? What say ye on that?
I say no.
Okay. I agree.
Tough guy, Rich Power. He's the man right here. Tough guy.
Rich Power could not be competitive in this fight, save that one terrific uppercut he landed. Showed a lot of courage and fortitude.
Yeah, in a way, it was kind of a remarkable performance by Power, because if you told me coming in that he was going to get hit as much as he did by a big guy, I would have thought he would have gone. And he gutted it out when he was exhausted. And watch here, what you see from Power, from Fury, is not great technique at all, but punches in combination. When you're that big and you're putting your weight behind your punches, you're going to hurt your opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Jeffrey Hines, scores it 80-72 in favor of your winner and still undefeated, Tyson Fury.
So Tyson Fury gets his 12th victory as a professional. Did not get a knockout, though. He was forced to go the distance.
Al, is he smooth? No. Is there a lot of room for improvement? Technically, huge room for improvement. I still liked what I saw. I think there was a lot of good from Tyson Fury tonight.
A big